Hey everybody, it's Strike. Today I wanted to do a special video, um, kind of to celebrate my 1 year of posting videos to YouTube, and at almost the exact day I hit 100 subscribers too. So I wanted to share my main with you. This is Strike Point, my all-electric blaster. We'll go over his build real quick, and then maybe tell you a little story about how I created him and everything. So he's all electric, including U mastery. So for electrical blast, I went ahead and put 2 superior winner's bites in for lightning bolt, ball lightning, 3 Ragnaroks, short circuit, put 2 eradication to increase my endurance, zap, whole set of superior defiant barrage, charge up, Gaussians, the proc for chance for build up, test the cage, put 2 lockdowns in for the 3% damage increase. Thunderous blast is a whole set of superior blaster's wrath. Charged brawl, I put 2 energy manipulators for the recovery, 1.5% recovery. Build up, again, Gaussian synchronized fire control, 2 hit buff, recharge endurance reduction. Thunderstrike, whole set of Armageddon. Dynamo, whole set of numinous convalescence. Power sinks, a whole set of performance shifter. Force of thunder, whole set of sudden acceleration. Did that for the knockback to knockdown. Go up here, health, usually the same. Panacea, chance for plus hit points, endurance, and preventative medicine, the absorb proc. Stamina, threw in 3 power transfers for the increased endurance and regeneration. Combat jumping, the usual luck of the gambler, defense, increased global recharge, and kismet plus 2 hit. And then instead of the scaling resist, I went with the gift of the ancients for the defense, increased run speed. Fly, hypersonic flying, increased fly protection. Hover, whole set of reactive defenses. For air superiority, I took kinetic combat for the chance for knockdown. That way I get rid of those guys that are flying in the air that nobody else can reach. I can get them down to the ground, and that way everybody can get them. Kick was just a pounding slugfest disorient bonus. Tough, whole set of gladiators armor. Weave, I threw in a luck of the gambler, defense, increased global recharge, and 5 of the shield walls, all except for endurance recharge. Charged armor, steadfast protection, resistance plus defense, and 5 unbreakable guards with the plus 7.5% max HP. Static discharge, annihilation, 2 of those, that's for the maximum endurance increase. Electrifying fences, I put a whole set of Trap of the Hunter. And for electric shackles, I put entropic chaos, chance to heal self. For his incarnates, he is all done. Alpha, I went with musculature, increases my damage by 45% and mobilization duration and defense debuff by 33. Destiny, I went with barrier, a little protection, plus it gives me the ability to res 2 of my teammates if they go down. Interface, I put, which one did I put? preemptive. That's what I put. I did that for the endurance drain, overtime, the minor recovery debuff, and energy damage. Lower, I went with Banished Pantheon, just one of my favorites. Judgment, stick with the whole electrical theme, and I went with Ion. And hybrid, I went with Assault. That way I have the chance to strike again. As far as accolades, so far he's gotten Portal Jockey, Atlas Medallion, and Freedom Phalanx Reserve Member. I'm still working on the Task Force Commander with him. Alright, Strike was my very first character in beta. When I first played, I thought it would be cool to have a guy that could shoot lightning from his hands. Anybody that's seen Shazam knows that reference. I played him throughout the beta. He was the guy I used on the last night when beta closed down for the stress test. They did a Rick the Invasion in Atlas Park with just reoccurring waves, and they got progressively tougher as they went along until it got closer to the time for them to shut down servers. They actually turned it off so you couldn't respawn or res anybody. And then once all the servers or all the heroes were wiped out, they finally shut the server down for the beta. When it started live, he was again the very first character I created. I played him all the way up until I reached 50 with him. He was my first level 50 ever. That way I could create a Peacebringer and try those out. He's been one of my favorite go-to guys for anything, just because he does a lot of damage, and he's really good at just getting in there and draining all the endurance of the enemy, so that they really can't attack that well. So go ahead and give it a little go here. I believe I'm on +3, yeah, ×4. He's a blaster, he's not anything great as far as survivability. You notice their endurance is already gone. Getting punched to death by a blaster. Must be embarrassing. Anyway, that's a look at him. I did want to take a second and say thank you to all of you. I feel really blessed to even have 100 subscribers. It's a good feeling when you actually make something that people enjoy, and you do put some time into it and get something in return for it. I thank you all. I really mean that. I did want to give a special thanks out to Paul over at I Suck at Gaming. Also, he's one of the few that actually, took me in, I guess, when I did my server transfer over to Excelsior, and let me, team up with, a good group of guys. If you haven't checked out his channel, I will leave a link in the description below. He is at I Suck at Gaming on YouTube and also on Twitch. He streams every Friday night and Saturday night from 8:30 to 11 Eastern time, and I usually try and get on there and always play with those guys because it's a real good group of people to play with. Like I said, when I did my switch over to Excelsior, I didn't really know anybody, and I always enjoyed watching his videos. And next thing I know, he's letting me design the base for their group and everything. So yeah, just go check him out. There's a bunch of good guys on there, like guy who plays on there, Rag, Ty, Dazzler, just Doom, a whole bunch of them. I'm sure I'm forgetting some people. Christina, his partner. Go check them out. And once again, thank you for, getting me to 100 subscribers. I'm going to try and keep doing the best I can to give you content that's, and entertaining and, you like to see. So I will talk to you in the next one. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you later. Bye.